Nano Banana and Google VEO3 are about to make millionaires in 2026. And the early adopters are going to be the ones who start full-time businesses while the other people regret it for the rest of their lives. This is your Chat GPT moment. This is your TikTok moment. This is like the moment when Bitcoin was $1 per Bitcoin, and now it's like 130,000 per Bitcoin. The window for opportunity, the window to start making so much money with Nano Banana and VEO3 is right now, but the window's closing fast. My name is Michael, and I run JohnnyTube as well as other faceless YouTube channels, and I have one of the best-selling AI and YouTube courses in the world. But honestly, you don't give a the only thing you care about is value. The only thing you care about is making money and starting a business with Nano Banana and Google VEO3. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to do exactly that and start completely for free. So stop scrolling, get off social media, stop watching Netflix like a zombie and pay attention. This video could be that one video that sets you free. Grab a nice drink, a snack, hit that like button, and let's get into it. The first opportunity to make money with Nano Banana and VEO3 is this. We are targeting local businesses and small to medium-sized businesses to be exact. And I'm going to go down the list of businesses that we're going after. But the countries that we're targeting these businesses are the United States and other Western countries like United Kingdom, Australia, Ireland, countries that are basically richer than the rest of the world. So everyone knows it doesn't matter if you live in the United States. It doesn't matter if you live in Africa. It doesn't matter if you live on another planet. Everybody knows that the United States is one of the richest countries in the world. So is England. So is the United Kingdom. So is Australia. Pretty much any country where people speak English, those countries have money, which means that local businesses have people who are able to afford their products and spend massive amounts of money. The first type of businesses that we're going after are homemade candle and soap companies. And I know you might be thinking, well, how are we going to make money with these companies? So if you're selling to artisanal, small to medium sized shops in the United States, these stores make a fortune because the people in the United States can afford this. The people in the United States get paid better than the majority of the world. So they're able to splurge and spend their money on luxury items like this. So statistically speaking, let's look at the numbers. In the United States alone, guys, there are 20 to 50,000 physical candle shops. There are 300,000 soap making businesses in the United States alone. 300,000 soap making businesses in the United States alone. That's not including what's on Etsy. Etsy has 76,000 listings for handmade soap. So there's a combined 300,000 candle and soap businesses in the United States, even more. There's way more than that. If we're including Amazon, we're including Etsy, we're including all these other websites that run their businesses from the United States. So just this number alone, guys, 300,000, this means that if you're working your business with Nano Banana or Google VEO3, if you only get 10 customers out of the 300,000, that right there is a full-time business. And let me show you exactly how to do this. Let's say you approach a candle shop or a soap making shop or a combination of both of them, and they have pictures like this. You know, it's a single mom or it's a busy business owner and they don't have time to take great pictures. I mean, they're passionate about making candles, but they don't know how to take pictures. They have an iPhone 6, you know, they're working out of their home, whatever the case may be. They're not professional photographers, which is completely fine. Essentially what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it in this video, is you're going to find businesses like this who have pictures that are not exactly the greatest. You're going to take these pictures and you're going to approach the businesses and say, listen, I can take your pictures. I can make them way more professional, way more palatable. I can put them in professional locations. And again, this video is about products. It's about product placement, because if your candles look like shit, you're not going to sell them. A picture like this, which has candles, We're going to feed it into Nano Banana. And again, guys, Nano Banana is completely free. And we're going to say, these two white candles on the edge of a clawfoot bathtub, eucalyptus hanging from shower, rolled white towels, soft candlelight reflecting off water, spa-like ambiance, peaceful and serene. And here's what it gave us. Perfect, beautiful, 100% real, guys. So again, when candle shop owners and soap makers look at you and your business ideas and they see what you do for them, they see the value that you're bringing, they will look at you like you are a magician, like you are a wizard. Because how much does this cost? How much will they have to pay to hire a professional photographer to make pictures like this? Hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars for multiple photos like this. For a full day photo shoot, 1,000 at the very least. So you're taking their candles and you're putting them in realistic positions. When people see their candles in a natural home setting like this, it makes them want to buy it because they have the feeling that they're going to get when they purchase these candles. If you show somebody a picture like this and say, buy my candles, nobody's going to want to buy it because it doesn't look appetizing. It doesn't look like they belong in a home. It doesn't look homey. It doesn't look comfortable. And it definitely does not look cozy. But when you take the candles and you put them in a position like this, right next to a tub, the people who buy these candles, which are probably the majority of them are women, they can picture them laying inside of the tub, maybe having a glass of wine. There's some rolled up towels here. Maybe they're listening to some nice jazz music, eating some chocolate, whatever the case may be, whatever women fantasize about doing while they're relaxing, but they can actually picture themselves in this. The reason why these pictures are so important is because human beings are not creatures of logic. We're creatures of emotion. When we see a picture like this, our imagination, and this is true across the board, whenever we're looking at something with our eyeballs, our imagination cannot tell the difference of what's real and what's imaginary. So when we look at photos, since human beings are very visual creatures and creatures of emotion, we picture ourselves in this situation here, which makes us want to purchase the candles more. Let me show you another example. Same picture of the candles, white background, extremely plain, extremely vanilla. It's not very cozy. It's just I do not want to buy these candles because I don't get a feeling of comfort from them. I don't picture these candles in my home. It doesn't matter how good they smell. It doesn't matter how much they smell like black raspberry. I wouldn't picture myself owning these candles because this picture is just extremely boring. We take this, we give it a prompt like, put these two candles in a picture of a soft afternoon light streaming through frosted glass, knitted blanket drapery nearby, gentle bokeh effect, warm and intimate atmosphere. Now we're talking, guys. Now is where it gets exciting. Check out what it gave us. Look at this. This is absolutely crazy, guys. This would have costed a candle shop hundreds, possibly thousands of dollars to do this, to set up this lighting and rent the photographer and have the editor come through and pay for people's time and their gas and it's just such a hassle. You can remove all of that with your service. Like, your service encompasses the studio, the photographer, the renting the camera and the gear, the editing time, this and that, and the color grading. Look at this, guys. Look how professional it is. Look how perfect this is. It takes their candles and it puts them in a setting that makes people actually want to buy it. And I know I'm emphasizing a lot on these candles, but if you're a businessman like me, you look at this picture and you don't just see candles. You see a fucking business opportunity. You see a full-time. I just get so excited, guys. I just get so freaking excited when talking about this because most people look at this picture and they see candles. That's all they see. They see candles, they see frosted glass, they see a knitted sweater right here, and that's all they see is candles. But not you. The reason why you're watching this video is because you're an entrepreneur. You have the mind of a businessman or a businesswoman. These pictures alone, this picture versus this picture, the difference is thousands of dollars, guys, because if you have this picture in your store, on your Etsy store, on your Amazon store, in a catalog, whatever the case may be, the difference between this and the finalized product like this is thousands of dollars. Because again, we're working with humans. Humans are customers, and customers are humans. Human beings are creatures of emotions. So when we see this picture will probably sell candles maybe 500% more than this picture. You see what I'm getting at? The better the picture, the more you can sell your product. Not only with candles, with soap, with flowers, with whatever the case may be. If your pictures are strategically placed with soft lighting and in positions like this, it is way easier to sell it because again, human beings are creatures of emotion. Here's another one. Another simple example. Simple picture. I don't want to buy it. Transform it into this. Perfect. Bokeh lighting in the background. We have some rosemary on the side. Nice wooden table. It's comfy, it's cozy, and it makes us want to buy it. Simple prompt. Handmade soy candle on wooden table with warm bokeh lights and soft finds. So the same thing with soap, guys. Remember what we talked about. In the United States alone, and this is not counting worldwide. In worldwide, there are millions of candle and soap businesses. This is a very popular business because people are so passionate about it and there's a lot of money to be made in it. 300,000 candle and soap businesses just in the United States alone. So let's check out some of these soap examples. Here's the picture. Yeah, it looks pretty artisanal, but it's boring. It's boring. It's just a piece of soap sitting on a table wrapped in string. Okay, big deal. I don't want to buy this soap because it just looks plain. It looks stupid. I'm not intrigued and I'm not excited to have this in my home. But place this natural soap and oil set on white marble bathroom counter, spa bathroom with candles and plants in background, soft natural light, luxury hotel aesthetic, serene and clean, 16:9 aspect ratio. This is something that I would buy. This is something that I would invest $10 in. And again, these soaps are super expensive. Like people spend ungodly amounts of money on artisanal items like this because it fills a void within them. Or they like smelling soap, so they like having them for decorations. I don't know. But having something like this, having a picture like this makes not only me, which is quite frankly, I don't buy soap like this. Looking at a picture like this of an artisanal soap with this, possibly olive oil next to it. We have towels in the background. We have candles burning in the background. It makes even a guy like me, who's not a big fan of soap, want to buy this. Can you imagine if a woman who's a fan of soap, artisanal natural soap, looks at this picture? It's a done deal. She would absolutely buy this in a second. And if she buys this from this picture, the soap maker, the small business knows that your photos work, which means that they're going to work with you more, which means that they have friends who actually own artisanal soap shops just like them. Referrals, more business, more testimonials. It's a beautiful, beautiful snowball effect of how you can make money and work with these companies. Here's another example. Again, we took this boring picture of the natural artisanal soap. Here's the prompt. Place this natural soap on a rustic wooden shelf, farmhouse, bathroom, and vintage decor in the background. Warm natural light, cozy and organic aesthetic, homemade soap vibe, 16:9 horizontal. Look what it gave us. Perfect. Perfect, guys. Look at this. Rustic farmhouse, the soap sitting on the table. This is the exact same soap as in the original picture. We have these nice bottles next to the soap here. We have the towels rolled up. We have the little plant in the background. But it puts it in an environment where people can actually picture themselves using it in a nice bathroom here. And even though most normal people don't have bathtubs like this and white tiles in their bathroom like this, most normal people, it gives them a feeling of comfort and being cozy and just taking a nice bath and soaking in the bath using this nice artisanal soap. So the power of a picture it's unprecedented, guys. Do not underestimate the power of a picture. And when it comes to selling items like this, whether they're candles or they're soaps, Having a strong picture like this on their social media or their Etsy shop or their Amazon shop or even in their store, like a physical picture, it makes all the difference. And this can possibly boost their revenue from just this soap alone exponentially. Absolutely exponentially. All right, let's move on to the next category. And again, guys, you can make an entire business just off the soaps and candle shops alone because there's more than 300,000 of them just in the United States. You can make a full-time business. You can quit your job. You can start working exclusively with soap and candle shops and call it quits. Quit your job, start a full-time business, open an LLC, do your thing, work with Nano Banana and Google VEO3. Here's another idea. And I think this idea is extremely powerful because let's get a little bit into psychology here. Whenever you're trying to order something from DoorDash or Uber Eats or any food platform where they deliver food to your house, the majority of the time, you never make your food purchase decision solely on the description alone. You look at the pictures, you see how tasty the taco looks, you see how tasty the ice cream looks, you see how palatable and great the chicken parmesan with spaghetti looks. If that food looks like shit in the app, you're not going to buy it, period. That's the way that it works. And again, the phrase is this, the saying is we eat with our eyes first. And me, I've owned several restaurants in my life, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, this is how it works. If the food looks like shit on DoorDash, nobody's going to order it. So again, here's where the golden opportunity lies. We can approach here. As a matter of fact, let's do a quick search to see how many bakeries, only bakeries, only bakeries alone are just in the United States. How many small to medium-sized bakeries exist just in the United States alone? For this whole video, not only with candle shops and soap shops and bakeries and all the other business ideas that I'm going to discuss in this video, we're going after small to medium-sized business because large businesses already have photographers working for them. They already have a budget allocated for these types of things. So small and medium-sized businesses are owned by small to medium-sized business owners, which means they don't have time to do any of this, which means that they need your help. So there are approximately 80,000 bakeries in the United States. 80,000 bakeries in the United States, though other sources report different numbers depending on how they're categorized. Let's say around 30 to 80,000 bakeries in the United States. Let's split the difference and say there's around 50,000 bakeries in the United States. This is where the golden opportunity lies. We're approaching bakeries in the same way that we're approaching candle shops and soap shops. And again, remembering that the human being, at least most of us, we're not only creatures of emotion, but we're hungry creatures of emotion. So we use our emotions when we're making decisions on what to eat. If we see this on social media or in an ad or anything like that, yes, it looks tasty, but it could be better. This photo right here could have a take rate of 300% as opposed to 50% like it does right now. And again, these are just examples. 2 freshly baked croissants on a wooden cutting board, flaky golden layers, melted chocolate oozing out, rustic kitchen counter, soft morning light, artisan bakery, aesthetic, steam rising. Let's see what it gives us. Oh, yes. Oh, my, yes. Oh, my word. Yes. Look at this, guys. You look at this picture and you can actually literally taste it. Like I can taste this in my mouth. The chocolate oozing out, the steam rising, sitting on a rustic cutting board. There's chocolate chips in the background, coffee in the background, soft wooden light. This is something that I would buy because it looks extremely tasty. It looks palatable. It doesn't look boring. It doesn't look like it's something plain that the baker just took his iPhone 6 out of his pocket and snapped a quick picture of it. No, it looks like it was done with care. It looks like it was taken with a professional camera by a professional photographer. So this is just one example of what you can do for bakeries. And not only with bakeries, guys, ice cream shops and artisanal chocolate shops and homemade candy shops. There's so many different small to medium sized businesses just in the United States alone. But we're only covering bakers just as a small example here. Let me show you what else we can do. Again, we're taking the same picture, these chocolate croissants on a crumpled up napkin here, and we're feeding this into Nano Banana and we're giving it the prompt. 2 chocolate croissants on a white ceramic plate, cappuccino beside it, marble cafe table, natural window light, Parisian cafe vibe, chocolate drizzle, visible, cozy, and inviting. Bam. Bam. 100%. 100%. Look at that. You can picture yourself actually picking up one of these, drinking the cappuccino, having a great time, just nice quiet Sunday afternoon, reading a book, scrolling your phone, sitting at a cafe, sitting at your house in the sunlight. This convinces me, who by the way, I don't even like chocolate croissants, this convinces me that I want this, especially since it's right next to this cappuccino. But let's take it a step further. You can actually work for companies like this. You can work for businesses, you can work for bakeries, you can create them static photos like this, or you can take it a step further and charge them even more and say, this is what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you static photos like this for your social media, for YouTube, for Instagram, for TikTok, for LinkedIn, for Facebook, for Rumble, for Snapchat, for X, for Threads, for Blue Sky, all of their social media. You're going to give them static images like this. Plus, you can offer for free or you can charge more this with Google VEO 3. Check this out. So remember the first picture that I showed you, the first picture that we made here? With VEO 3, you can take that picture that you created with Nano Banana and you can animate it. You can make it move. You can basically do whatever you want with this. As long as you know how to talk, as long as you know how to prompt Google VEO 3, it's absolutely possible. So check out what we got. There's a woman who grabs it, splits it in half. There's another video, the second picture that we created. She comes into the frame, she grabs it, she lifts it up, she shows underneath, she takes it off the plate. Perfect. So you can actually offer these to your customers of the bakeries. You can say, listen, I can either create static pictures for you, I can create videos, I can make the videos as long as you want because each Google VEO 3 video is 8 seconds, but you can absolutely extend it to 30 minutes. You can make them a 30-minute commercial or a 30-minute, whatever they want. Like, guys, the sky's the limit with this. It's like, what do they want? Do bakeries want static pictures? Done. Do they want videos? Done. Do they want commercials for their social media? Done. Do they want ads to put on Facebook? Done. All of this is possible, guys. But the most important thing is that you get your foot in the door and prove your value. Show them that you can create massive value. Once you create massive value, they're not going to want to separate themselves from your business. They're going to want to work with you forever. Because if you make them money, and again, this is coming from somebody who's owned multiple businesses in my life. If you make them money, if you make a business money, they're always going to stick with you. If you bring massive value, they're always going to want to pay you, going to want to work with you. And not only that, they're going to want to refer you to their friends, which, by the way, you can create an entire business off of one business alone. Because if they have a tight network of a community and friends who have other businesses, guess what? That's unlimited business right there. Like, word of mouth is one of the strongest marketing methods. Like, forget customer acquisition, forget Facebook ads, forget this and that, forget this and cold DMs and emails. The strongest customer acquisition method is word of mouth, because if a friend tells his friend about your business, that friend already trusts his friend. So they're going to listen to him. They're going to use your business because there's the trust factor involved. Beautiful. We take this boring picture, we turn it into this, and we turn it into a video if the business wants that. Again, we take this boring picture, we turn it into this, put it in a French or Italian cafe next to a cappuccino, turn it into a commercial, turn it into a moving image, whatever you want to do, whatever the business wants. So again, guys, listen, the candle and the soap idea, just that alone, you can make an entire business. You can quit your job. Just the bakery idea alone, you can do an entire business and you can quit your job. It's incredible, guys. Like Nano Banana is free. There's no upfront investment. You don't need to invest in Bitcoin. You don't need to buy crypto. You don't need to buy stocks. You don't need to day trade the Forex. None of that. You don't need to invest in physical products and start drop shipping. Like this is 100% free, guys. And if you have hustle in you, if you have motivation, dedication, you can absolutely make it work. And I know I talk super fast because I'm just excited for the possibilities and the opportunities, guys. This is not the 1990s anymore where you have to wake up at 7 a.m. and drive to work and work for, a shitty boss. You can start a business just off of this one idea alone, guys. Just this one idea alone can create a business for you. Here's another example of the boring croissant photo. Turn it into this to-go photo of croissant, to-go coffee, possibly pick up a nice bag of roasted coffee beans. You're good to go. But you can take it a step further. You can grab the logo from the company. Let's say this is the logo here. You're working for Salford & Co. You take that, you put it on the front of the box. Bam. This picture is perfect for social media. Put some chocolate squares around. You have the coffee beans, the to-go coffee, this. If I saw this before I got in my car to drive to work, I would be sure to make a detour and buy this before I went to work. This looks fucking amazing, guys. This looks amazing. Like if I saw this picture on social media, if I was scrolling Facebook before I went to work and I saw this, I would be like, nah, I'm good. I'm all set. But if I saw this and it's like, oh my God, I can buy a box of chocolate croissants and get a to-go cup of coffee and maybe a bag of coffee beans, I would literally make a detour for this. Put the logo on it and you're good to go. This is perfect, guys. Like the power of Nano Banana is absolutely insane. And did I mention that it's free? Yeah, it's just a crazy world we're living in right now. It's a crazy world that we can actually make money from our computer with an internet connection. And you don't have to, you don't have to live in your country anymore. Move to the freaking beach. Move to Costa Rica like I did. Dude, I was living on the beach, working out of my bathing suit with sandals, drinking beer all day, getting day drunk. And I don't usually like doing that, but I did it for the hell of it because what the frick? Like, how many lives do we have, dude? One life. As far as I know, we only have one life. So yeah, you can work anywhere in the world, man. You can work from a Mexican beach. You can work from, the mountains of Japan. You can work from the Fiji Islands. You can work from Thailand. You can work from Argentina. You can work from, the mountains of wherever you want to work from, as long as you have a connection. And with Starlink satellites nowadays, you can work from the middle of the ocean if you want, from a fishing boat, from a sailing boat. So I'm just trying to give you ideas, guys, because listen, I know a lot of you are tired of your shitty jobs and working for your shitty boss and sitting and around your shitty coworkers and talking to people you don't even like at a job that you fucking hate. And I was in your same shoes, guys. I was in the same position for many, many years and it sucked. I hated it, man. And I started an online business with YouTube and with AI, and the sky's the limit. And I want you to be in the same position. And I don't say that to brag. I say that because if a guy like me who's not very smart can do this, can start an online business with AI and with YouTube and with things like this, you can absolutely do the same. Another example would be smoothie businesses. There's a ton of juice businesses in the United States. Health food, there's smoothies, there's juices, there's, nowadays, especially with people wanting to watch their weight and become better versions of themselves physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. People are looking after their bodies more and more every day. And you've seen it on every block. There's smoothie businesses, there's juice businesses, there's hundreds of thousands of these types of businesses all over the United States. So you can take a photo like this with just a regular blueberry and raspberry smoothie, put it on the windowsill. Use your imagination. Make people envision themselves drinking this in their house. Or you can take the same picture and you can put it next to a pool. next to a pool on a hot summer day. And you can take this picture and you can work with the business and show them a video that you made. Check this out. Again, guys, this is just an example of what you can do. This is just a small example. You can use your imagination. You can create commercials for the business. You can create only static photos. You can create, you know, social media posts. And by the way, once you have your foot in the door and the company trusts you and you've demonstrated your value to the company, most businesses, they not only need photos like this of their products for social media and for their stores online and for their publications. Not only do they need photos like this, but they also need people to manage their social media. So if you're making them photos and you're making them videos like this, you're talking to them, you're getting closer to the owner, you're providing value, you're becoming like family to the business. You can say, hey, by the way, what's your social media like? Like, what's your social media presence? How often are you posting? Are you posting every day like you should be on all platforms? Oh, no. By the way, I also do social media marketing. That's another $1,000 monthly recurring revenue for you. Social media, guys, and I don't know if you knew this, social media for most small to medium sized businesses is like speaking Chinese. They have no idea what's going on. The algorithm with YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram are all different. And small business owners, small to medium sized business owners do not have the time or the patience to post on social media. So you can come in and you can be their social media marketer. You can make videos like this with Google VEO 3. You can make static images like this with Nano Banana, and you can post on their social media platforms every single day and have them pay you a monthly recurring revenue. You can charge them $300 a month. You can charge them $500 a month. You can charge them $1,000 a month to make a single post on all of their social media platforms every single day for the entire month. It'll literally take you 5 minutes per day and you make $500 per month for 30 days, guys. This is a no-brainer. Once you've proven your worth with these pictures, once you've gotten in good with the company, once you know the owner, once you provided value, you can offer more services like social media marketing, creating ads, advertisements, commercials, whatever the case may be. But you get the point. There is so much opportunity here, guys. And by the way, just so you know, I have a full and complete course on how to make money with Nano Banana and Google VEO 3. But listen, guys, you do not need my course to be successful. Everything that you need is in this video right here. The only thing my course does is it shows you more in depth how to be successful a lot faster. So if that's something that you're interested in, by all means, check out my course link in the description below. But I'm going to say again, you do not need my course to succeed. My course is only for people who are serious, who are sick and tired of their financial life. They're sick and tired of looking at their bank statement every day and just tired of being broke, tired of sweating bullets whenever they go to pay for their grocery bill, thinking that their card's going to be declined. If you're tired of living the life that you're currently living, by all means, pick up my course. Check out the link in the description below. Here are some more ideas to get you started. Flower businesses, guys. How many flower businesses alone are in the United States, are in England, are in the United Kingdom, are in Ireland, are in Australia, are in the Western world? Hundreds of thousands, guys. Hundreds of thousands. So you can take a picture like this. You can turn it into something like this. Perfect. This is more emotional. When the man sees this picture, he pictures him giving his wife a bouquet of roses. She walks in and sees the roses and she starts crying. Again, guys, we're dealing with humans. Human beings are not creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion. And there's the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So this picture will 100% sell this bouquet of flowers, and this one won't. This one looks plain, it looks simple, it looks boring, it does not have any emotion. But this one, this is a done deal. These flowers are already sold. Coffee shops how many artisanal coffee shops are there in the United States alone? Hundreds of thousands, guys. Hundreds of thousands of artisanal coffee shops. And again, I want to reiterate, we're going after small to medium-sized businesses because businesses like Starbucks and Peet's Coffee, they're billion-dollar businesses. They already have entire groups of people, entire dedicated photographers and editing teams that take care of their social media, their photos, their commercials, their ads, their pictures, etc., etc. But small to medium-sized coffee roaster businesses like this, they need your help. They need your help to take pictures. They need your help to place their products in locations like this. We take the coffee, we take the bag, we take the cups, we put them in different positions. We put them on the windowsill with sun shining through the window. And you see how Nano Banana did this so perfectly? It actually made the window a little bit dirty, like it's a real house, because nobody has clean windows. I mean, 1% of the population has their windows completely clean. But it puts it in a realistic situation. It makes us believe that this can be us. This can be us that has the bag of coffee and the coffee ready for our spouse when she wakes up. And look at the reflections in the windows, guys. This is flawless. It's flawless how Nano Banana knows exactly how to place the bag and the cups. Another example. Original photo here. We took this, we placed it on a kitchen counter. Perfect. Mixer in the background, plants in the background, afternoon sun or morning sun coming through the window, places it on the kitchen counter, makes us believe that we can actually have this bag and these cups of coffee in our kitchen. But you can use your imagination with this, guys. You can put these bags and these cups anywhere you want, anywhere you want, as long as you can prompt, as long as you know how to prompt VEO3 and Nano Banana. It's just, man, I get so excited, guys, because 10 years ago, we couldn't do this. 10 years ago, we couldn't make a business out of something that's completely just not only free, but so advanced. And this can be with anything. It can be with coffee, with artisanal soap. It can be with candles. It can be with smoothies and bakeries and products and sports drinks and whatever the case may be, guys. There's millions and millions and millions of businesses just in the United States alone. And I'm going to break down the math here in a second. I'm going to show you how much money you can make with this and how the numbers are on your side. And I want to get you pumped up and motivated to do this because you can do it, guys. You don't need a college degree anymore to make $1 million. You don't even need to graduate high school like I did. You don't need to have a GED. You don't need to have a master's, a bachelor's, a PhD. The days of trying to be a doctor or lawyer to be able to make, 6 figures a year are over. It's over, guys. There are people working with AI tools like this who are making hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars a year. And it's absolutely possible if you have the hustle, if you have the grind, if you have the mentality of wanting to be an entrepreneur and starting your own business. As long as you have a laptop or a phone, you can work from anywhere in the world, guys. It's possible. It's 100% possible. So let me break down the numbers here just to show you exactly how possible it is and to show you why exactly you can do this and you can start making money right now. Let's run the numbers. And here is where it gets really, really interesting. And by the way, before we begin, if you have any questions after this video or now, drop your questions in the comment section. I personally answer every single comment that my viewers leave on my videos. I don't have a team of people who answers my comments for me. I don't have an automated bot. I personally answer every single comment literally like within 10 minutes, unless I'm sleeping, which by the way, I never sleep. I sleep like 2 hours a day. I'm either at the gym or I'm on the internet studying AI. AI is my life. I eat, sleep, breathe, and bleed AI. This is what I'm passionate about. So if you have any questions about this business idea, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. You guys are like family to me. Treat me like a brother. And yeah, I personally answer all comments in the comment section. So don't be afraid. If you have a question, no question is stupid. There's no such thing as a stupid question. So anything that you have, I'd be happy to answer it to help you succeed. I gave you these ideas of these businesses here. By the way, there's hundreds of different other businesses that you can approach and work with and make a full-time business off of Nano Banana. But let's run the numbers. In the United States alone, there's around 50,000 bakeries, 400,000 soap and candle shops, including the ones that are on Etsy, right? Next on the list, we have flower shops. There's about 40,000 just in the United States alone, guys. Smoothie and health food stores, about 100,000. Coffee shops, 100,000. And again, there's hundreds of different businesses just in the United States alone. In total, just in the United States, and this is not counting worldwide. And again, you can target any Western country that you want. Just make sure that the country has money. So just in the United States alone, there are 34 million small to medium size businesses. This is only small to medium size. 34 million small to medium size businesses, guys. So let's say you want to target just bakeries. If there's 50,000 bakeries in the United States alone, and even 10 of them, even 10 bakeries out of the 50,000 want to work with you, and you charge $500 per package, let's say you have Nano Banana make photos for their social media, for their shop, for their Etsy, whatever the case may be. You charge $500 for an entire package to do their entire bakery catalog. 500 times 10, that's $5,000. You just made $5,000. How quick can you get 10 customers? How quick can you get 10 bakeries working with you? Can you get them in a week? Can you get them two? Imagine if you just get 10 bakeries out of the 50,000 in the United States. Imagine if you can only get 10 of them within a month. That's $5,000 per month. That's $5,000 per month, guys. I don't know about you, but making $5,000 a month just off using the internet, you can live like a king or a queen, guys. Maybe not in the United States. Yes, 5K in the United States is nothing to shake your finger at, but 5,000, let's say in Argentina or Colombia or Costa Rica or Mexico, which are all of these countries I've lived in, $5,000 a month. In Mexico, you will live like a king or a queen. And by the way, Mexico has better quality of life than the United States, but that's a completely different subject. If you only work with 10 bakeries out of the 50,000, which by the way, you will work with a lot more. If you are a hustler and you approach as many bakeries as possible through email, DMs, cold email, direct mail, walk-ins, text, WhatsApp. If you approach bakeries and only 10 work with you for $500 a pop, that's 5,000. Imagine. I just get so passionate talking about this. Imagine if 20 of them work with you. That's 10K. That's 10K a month, guys. That's 10K a month. And if a bakery is happy with your service and they refer you to 3 more bakeries, it's just the money making potential here is unlimited. And that's only with bakeries alone. What about soap and candle shops? There's 400,000. Damn it. In the United States alone, there's 400K soap and candle shops in the United States and on online shops like Etsy. What if 10 of them work with you and you charge 300? That's 3,000. What if 50 of them work with you and you charge $300 per photo package? You charge $300 per photo package and 50 of them out of the 400,000 work with you. How much is that? I don't even know. I don't want to do math in public, but do the math. Pull out your calculator. What's 300? I can't even breathe. I can't even breathe. I'm so excited. What's $300 times 50? It's a lot of money, guys. It's a lot of money. You don't need to be working your shitty job now. I just get so passionate about talking about this, man, because nobody knows that this exists. Like Nano Banana is super, super, super new. And you can start a business with Nano Banana completely for free right now. Flower shops, 40,000. Smooth and health food stores just in the United States alone, 100,000. Coffee shops, 100,000. And hundreds more businesses. Guys, 34 million small to medium sized businesses. If only 50 out of 34 million small to medium sized businesses want to work with you, dude, you're making more than lawyers and doctors. It's It's incredible. It's incredible, the money making opportunity. And here are some of the questions that I get. You might be asking yourself, well, why don't businesses do this themselves? If this is such a good business, why don't businesses just do this themselves? And I personally have owned probably 15 to 20 businesses in my life. I've been a restaurant owner. I'm a graduate gemologist, so I've had jewelry shops. I've owned cafes. I've had online businesses. You name it. I've done it all. I've lived around the world. I've had so many different businesses in just all these different countries. So I know the mind of small to medium size business owners. And here's what I mean by that. You you know about AI. You're watching this video, which means that you probably searched for videos about how to make money with AI or how to make money with Nano Banana or Google VEO3 or whatever the case may be, which means that this is your world. This is your community. This is what your algorithm is showing you because you are interested in this. You're interested in making money online. You're interested in Nano Banana. You're interested in everything AI, which is why you're watching this video, which leads me to my point here. The reason why a lot of people ask me this question, well, if Nano Banana is so easy and so powerful and so free, why don't businesses just do this themselves? This is you having the false consensus effect, which means since you know about AI, since you know about Nano Banana, since you know how to create these photos, you automatically assume that everyone else does. And it's completely normal, guys. You're not weird. This is just the way that the human mind works, is that they think that since they know something, that everyone else knows it. Since you know how to play basketball, everyone else knows how to play basketball. Since you know how to cook a mean lasagna, everyone else knows how to cook it. Since you know how to create these awesome photos with Nano Banana and awesome videos with Google VEO3, all of these businesses know how to do this themselves, which is far from the truth. So this is actually a very real thing. It's called the false consensus effect. Just because you know something doesn't mean that everyone else knows it. And again, guys, it's normal. Like, you're just like me, I'm just like you, we're just like everyone else. Since we know something, we automatically assume that everyone else knows this. And this is psychology 101. The false consensus effect is very powerful, but do not let this fool you. Just because you know AI does not mean that everyone else knows it. Again, Nano Banana is free. Just because it's free, do not assume that businesses are going to use it. Okay? False consensus effect, doesn't matter if it's free, doesn't matter if it's paid, none of that. Erase this from your mind. Do not assume that everyone else knows something just because you know it. This question might be in your mind. Why don't businesses do this themselves? Just because you know about AI doesn't mean that all businesses know about it. Also, if you've ever been a small or medium-sized business owner, you would know from personal experience that running a business is a full-time job. If you're the owner, it means that you're not only working at your job 8 hours a day, you're working overtime and you're coming in before the store and the business actually opens. You're pouring your heart, your soul, your time, your blood, sweat, and tears into this business. By the time you get home, if you are a normal, small to medium sized business owner, by the time you get home, you just want to collapse on the couch. If you were like me who owned a restaurant, by the time I got home, all I wanted to do was drink a beer, relax, and zone out and watch Netflix like a zombie. Like, I had no time to get on the internet and study AI and learn about Nano Banana and VEO3 and AI video generation models and image video editing and generation models. I had no time. Dude, I was working 16 to 18 hours every single day, 7 days a week for years. Years. All I wanted to do when I got home is collapse on the couch. Dude, when I was selling jewelry, when I was doing antique and jewelry shows in Miami and Las Vegas and New York and Baltimore and Atlanta and Argentina, like, when I got home after the jewelry show, all I wanted to do was collapse on the couch, pass out, wake up the next morning, wake up early, go into the store, do the same exact thing over and over again. So again, if you have been, or if you are a small business owner, you know that the majority of small business owners do not have time to even wipe their butt, to take a pee. It doesn't happen. Like, small business owners are super, super not only busy, but extremely stressed. They don't have the time, the luxury, or the patience to turn on YouTube, to subscribe to AI newsletters, to buy my courses, to learn about how to make money with Nano Banana, to learn how to create AI images, to learn about VEO3. No, they don't. They're focusing on their business. And that's pretty much all they're focusing on. Yes, will some of these businesses do this themselves? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they will. They're going to hire people to do this themselves. So why not let them hire you? Why not be that person where businesses go to hire, to pay $500 per catalog, so that you can create Nano Banana images of their products? You can use VEO3 to make money with them hiring you as a business, as a service. Why can't that be you? Again, guys, business owners, especially small to medium-sized business owners, are super stressed and super busy and have no time to learn, to study, to watch videos, or read articles about AI or Nano Banana or the latest AI trend that's coming out. They don't, guys. They don't. And again, don't let the false consensus effect fool you. If you're a business owner, you would know that we have no time for nothing, for anything. You'll learn this as you open your business, as you start progressing. You'll learn that as a small business owner, especially running a brick and mortar store like a candle or a soap shop or a bakery or a cafe, you have no time to do anything. So you are actually coming in, you're saving the day, you're saving them time, saving them money, and making them massive amounts of money, guys. Another reason why business owners don't do this themselves is because they live in a different algorithm. They not only live in a different world than you, they live in a different algorithm. And as you look at your phone, you and me and everyone else automatically assumes that because you're seeing AI advancements in AI technology and AI programs and software on your algorithm, that everyone else is seeing it on Facebook, that everyone else is opening up their TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and they're seeing the same exact AI programs and videos and how to do this and how to learn about AI and image generation and Nano Banana, that they're seeing the same thing as you. No, there are millions and billions of different types of algorithms on YouTube and social media and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. Like, these restaurant owners or these business owners or owners of candle shops and soap making shops, maybe their algorithm, whenever they open Facebook, shows them political stuff or stuff from like wine in France or Italian architecture or whatever the case may be. There's not a shred of AI information on their algorithm. So they're not in the same world as you. They're not. Like, their algorithm is completely different on all their social media platforms. You, on the other hand, your algorithm is completely full of AI. It's full of Nano Banana. It's full of Google VEO3. So this is your world. And your world is your algorithm because your algorithm is your world. So again, guys, why don't businesses do this themselves? Well, they don't know about AI. They're not in your world. They're not in your algorithm. Plus, business owners don't have the time or the patience or the know-how to do any of this. So if you come into the picture, you will save them so much money and make them so much money. Another question that I get a lot of from my students is, well, if this is such a great business model, if Nano Banana is free, wouldn't everyone want to start this business and absolutely saturate it? And the answer is no. No. A million times no. And even if it's saturated, the numbers are on our side. We are dealing with real people here. Like, 99% of the world is not going to get into the Nano Banana image generation business. So there's not. And people are normal people. They're working a normal job. They're working at Starbucks. They're working as Uber drivers. They're working as teachers. They're working as construction workers and lawyers and, at the mall in a kiosk selling cell phone covers. It's just people are normal, guys. Again, this is the false consensus effect. Just because you know that you can start a business with this, 99.99999% of the world is not going to start this business. So that is a big fat no. No, it's not going to get saturated. And even if it gets saturated, the numbers are on our side. Remember what we discussed here, guys? There's 34 million small to medium-sized businesses in the United States. There's plenty There's plenty of food to be eaten. There's plenty of pie to be cut. There's plenty of money to be made, guys. So don't think that, oh my God, it's such a small world and everyone's going to get into this business and I'm not going to make money because there's so many competitors and, so on and so forth. Take an example from me, guys. When I got into the Faceless YouTube channel business, years back, so many people were telling me it's completely saturated, you're not going to make any money, and those people are the ones who are still broke, and I've made money with Faceless YouTube videos. Not only that, I have one of the best selling Faceless YouTube courses in the entire world. When everyone was telling me, "No, don't get into Faceless YouTube videos, don't do this, don't do that." I shut out the haters, the naysayers, the negativity, the pessimism. I shut it all out and I'm still making money. Money that allowed me to travel the world. Money that allowed me to open AI businesses. Money that allowed me to live my life on my terms, guys. People were saying, no, it's saturated. There's so many competitors. I still made money. So my point is, do not listen to what anybody says. Even if a business is saturated, it doesn't matter. Let's take pizza shops, for example. Anywhere you go in the world, any block, let's say you go to Miami or New York or Chicago or France or Italy or Paris or Milan, on every given block of every city in the world, there's at least 3 pizza shops. Why is that? Well, there's plenty of businesses. There's a lot of competition. On every block in every major city in the world, there's so many different pizza shops, which means that the competition is saturated. But pizza shops make a fortune. Why is that? Because there's a lot of demand. Like there's Domino's, there's Pizza Hut, there's Hungry Howie's, but all of them put their own individual spin on it. The more competition that there is, the more business that there is. The same thing with cell phone stores. There's cell phone stores, there's 50 of them in any given mall. There's cell phone stores that sell cell phone covers, and there's TV stores, and there's just like there's so much competition, yet these stores are making bank. Pizza shops, it doesn't matter where you are. Pizza shops are always going to be in demand. Pizza shops make absolute bank. Like there's pizza shops that are small to medium sized in the United States that are making $20,000 a week. A week, guys. That's more than a doctor who studies for years and goes to medical school, and lawyers and engineers. It's crazy the money to be made. So even if the Nano Banana business and Google VEO3 business are saturated, even if there are millions of people working in this business, you can still make bank and start a full-time business. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's the same thing with YouTube. People say YouTube is saturated. Even if that's the case, I'm making money. My friends are making money. People are quitting their jobs and making full-time livings just off of YouTube alone. It's crazy, guys. So don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the pessimism. Nothing like that. So just to reiterate, 34 million small to medium-sized businesses. Even if only 50 out of 34 million work with you, that's a full-time living. You can make 6 figures a year, guys. 6 figures a year. And again, if you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Businesses don't do this themselves because they're not in your world. Business owners do not have time for anything, guys. They don't have time. They're tired. They're stressed. They're dealing with their employees who don't want to work nowadays. And it's a real struggle. We don't live in a vacuum. We live in the real world. And they live in a different algorithm. They're not in the same world as you. They're not even in the same universe or dimension as you. No, that it's not going to get saturated. You don't even have to worry about that. Put that out of your mind. And even if it is saturated, who cares? 34 million businesses just in the United States alone. I think you'll be fine. I think you can make a full-time business. And even if you're worried about all of this business being saturated, business owners doing this themselves, you have the first mover advantage, which means this technology of Nano Banana is brand new, which means when you approach businesses with this idea and you can charge them $500, which by the way is extremely cheap, they're going to look at you like you're a wizard because they don't know what Nano Banana is. They don't know what Google VEO3 is. They don't know that they don't need to spend $10,000 on a commercial, or they don't need to hire a professional photographer for thousands of dollars. They're going to look at you like you're a magician, like you're a wizard when you present them with the opportunity to make product images with their products with Nano Banana and Google VEO3. And by the way, you don't even have to tell them that you're using these AI. Just say that you worked for a company, you have proprietary AI technology. It doesn't matter. Just tell them whatever you want to tell them. With all of that we discuss in this video, the main advantage that you have is not the value that you're offering. It's not the fact that small to medium-sized business owners do not have time to do anything. It's not the fact that you have the false consensus effect. It's not even the fact that the business is not going to be saturated. It's the fact that you have the first mover advantage. This is where all the money is made. Remember when Bitcoin was $1 a Bitcoin and now each Bitcoin is $130,000? Remember when Tesla stock was $1 per share? Remember when Facebook stock was 50 cents per share? That's where all the money is made, guys. This is where we're at right now, damn it. God, I want to scream about this, but I can't. I'll lose my voice. You have the first mover advantage. This technology is free. It's powerful. It has the ability to, believe it or not, make you millions of dollars, guys. The sky's the limit. You can scale this business into infinity. Into infinity. You don't need physical products. You don't need to invest in crypto and buy, stocks and this and that. It's free, guys. It's free. And again, yes, you can buy my course, which absolutely will help you get there faster. It'll show you how to contact customers. It'll show you great ways to contact businesses, all the ways to contact businesses, all the ways to get in touch with businesses, all the different business ideas, all the ways that you can scale your businesses. My courses will absolutely help you be successful exponentially faster than this video. But again, I'm going to reiterate, you do not need my courses to be successful. This video has everything you need. It has everything you need. But do check out my courses if you're interested. At least go to my page, check out my courses if you want. Look at my pages and see if it's for you. If it's not, no worries, guys. I want to bring you massive value for free. I want you guys to be successful. I want you to be able to quit your shitty 9-to-5 jobs and not work for a boss who's ungrateful. Not work for a company who doesn't give a about you. How many lives you have to live, guys? Eventually, I want you to be able to quit your jobs and travel the world and work on your own time and work from a beach and get drunk at 12 p.m. in the afternoon and run around on a Tuesday afternoon and explore the forest. Just do it. I mean, don't quit your job now until you're actually making money, but just start a business. These ideas are all you need to start a full-time business and start making money right now. So if you like this, I'm out of breath. I can't even breathe anymore. I just get so excited and so passionate. I can't breathe. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to have so many more videos like this coming out completely for free. I hope I gave you value, guys. Like the video, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Tell me if you like this video or not. I want you guys to be successful. I'm super passionate. I want you guys to be passionate as well in starting your own business, becoming entrepreneurs, starting, being happy, enjoying your life, enjoy your life, start a business, and live free. Live free. All right, guys, hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.